We're back. This is part 2 with Aminatu, or dare I say, Amina 3. If you haven't seen part 1 of our conversation, then stop this and get over there. Link in bio. I didn't spend a lot of, I went away to boarding school really early.
Yes.
So to me, I was away. So I also was kind of functioning, especially my teenage years, which I think are your most formative years. I was away from my family. It was always kind of novel to be around them and to be with my parents. And I didn't realize how, like, kind of the last time I was really able to live with my parents, despite COVID, and that was obviously by chance, was when I was like 12, 13. That was really when parenting ended. And I don't think they realized that. I didn't realize that for sure. But it definitely, at least for me, has impacted the way that I view our relationship. What is your relationship like with your siblings? Given you guys have such different experience with, you said you have brothers. So what is your experience? What is their experience, you think, with your parents? Actually, you don't have to speak on their experience, but what is your relationship to them based on how you grew up?
I love my brothers. I think my brothers, we didn't grow up very close, to be honest. Like, I always felt like kind of like a black sheep. And we grew up in a big house, and everyone had their own room. So it wasn't like we did not have very close relationships. And I think as we're getting older, like in recent years, we've been intentional about developing that relationship.
Yeah. You have to choose to be friends with your
Yeah.
siblings.
And it's like, I don't know, it's just nice to see it unfold. Like, my brothers will tell me stuff, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I'll be the first person that they tell. I'm like, me? I'm like, oh. And like, I have their locations, and I'm like, oh my God, I never thought it would get to this point. Because I'm close with my cousins who we grew up with.
Was Sally?
Yes.
Sally on
Sally,
the internet.
Maimuna, Hule, Tijan. Yeah, so they are 3 girls and 2 boys. The youngest is like, he's 13 now.
How old are you?
So he's not, I'm 23.
Oh,
Yeah.
such a wise woman.
Sometimes I like to say I'm 34, you know? This is spicy.
Have you ever told somebody that?
All the time.
Are you the type of person who gets into Ubers and just makes up a lie just because?
I don't really, I'm not like a talker, you know?
Really? You
like,
guys-
I don't like spark up conversation.
I be doing that sometimes.
But I like it. Sometimes I do lie if somebody sparks up conversation, but I'm not like the
Lying is good for
initiator.
the soul.
No, it is. It's acting. It's my profession.
It is acting. Lying is acting.
I know, literally. Or it's just a prank. That
No,
those
I
are
love
those are my
that.
things.
No, I love that. No, seriously. I love that. I'm going to use that more.
No, do it. You're just working on your craft.
I love that you're making the intentional decision to be friends with your siblings because I relate to that. I think at one point, I remember in COVID, because I told you I was away from my house for like 8 years at that point. I was locked up in there with my family, and I was looking around like, I don't know these niggas.
No, literally.
Like, I went away to boarding school when my sister was 6 years old. So when I came back, she was a sophomore in high school. She has like opinions.
No, yeah.
She demands respect.
Like,
You can't just.
what's your favorite color, bro?
No, literally, I didn't realize how much I didn't know my siblings.
Yeah.
And I
I'm
also,
like, this is someone I grew up with, spent so much time with, and we have never had a conversation about like,
anything.
dude, don't drink my juice.
Or when, yeah. And when we do talk, I realize, at least for me and my brother were adultified at a really young age. And so me and my brother, a lot of our conversations are always very serious. It's always about family, business, logistics. It's always very tense conversations. And the idea of outreaching to my siblings just because I love them.
Yeah.
It was almost like it's something I've had to teach myself in my
It just
20s.
like felt unnatural.
Very unnatural.
For like, and it's just weird, like seeing people like talk about their experience with their siblings, and I'm like, oh my God, I never had that, and I wish I did.
No,
Because
exactly.
like it's something that like also your parents cultivate within the house.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I am glad. And my brother, like, he also spilled his heart out to me one time.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, this is like the most, like, this is the cutest thing. Because my older brother is quite reserved, and my younger brother, he...
Growing up with a sister is, I think, one of the best things that can happen to men. I'm so sorry. Like, I hope they're thanking you for your service.
Yeah, I think my brother, he posted something on his close friends the other day. He was like, I'm glad that I have sisters because they're really the ones that were champions for freedom in the family.
We do the work.
Yeah.
Making that intentional decision, when do you think it kind of shifted for you? Do you think it was led by you to kind of build that relationship with your siblings?
So as I was saying, my cousins, like I also view them as siblings. So I made a big sibling group chat, and like we be planning stuff. And my cousin Sally, she often says like, "Yeah, I credit Aminatu for like bringing everyone together and like forcing us to be in close proximity." We're like, yay, family hugs. So now we often do like Korean barbecue outings. Like, I think when I'm dating a guy, like I measure it kind of like, would he be able to survive a family Korean barbecue outing? Because it's chaotic. There's cooking. The restaurant is loud. We're loud.
Yeah.
Everyone is opinionated.
Yeah.
Everyone is smart. Everyone is funny. So you have to keep up with the conversation, all of that. Don't worry about the lore, because we're going to explain that to you.
Yeah.
But you have to be able to keep up.
No,
I feel
agree.
like we're really, though we're so different, we're all really on the same page. Like, all educated, all driven, ambitious, funny, like, and everyone is leading a very good life.
Yeah. I agree.
So you have to fit in.
Yeah.
Because we're very much a unit now. Like, I'm planning for the future to buy us a building. We all have our own place, and like just make our small little village in New York.
Honestly, I hate the Kardashians, but I will say one thing I do appreciate about them is at least outside. I don't know them personally, obviously, but I think the images that they put out of family and showing up for each other, living close to each other, their kids knowing each other. I know for a fact that's what I want for me and my siblings. Absolutely. Especially because our immediate family is the only immediate family in America. All of our extended family is scattered around the world and in Guinea. And so we grew up pretty alone. Like, we don't have cousins. We don't have family outside of our parents and each other. And so me and my siblings, at least for me, I remember looking at my brother and being like, I don't want us to be those siblings that don't care about each other or fuck each other over.
Each other.
Yeah, and our kids don't know each other.
I think that's crazy. Like, having cousins is the best.
It is.
I'm
so jealous of. So when I was in college, I was friends with this girl who's from Senegal, and I went to Senegal with her, and she was so close with her cousins and so close with her sisters. And I remember seeing that and being like, oh, I don't like the people who I was closest with were my friends, my middle school friends, my prep friends who we went to, like, those I would consider, those are my cousins, honestly, because we're all kind of trauma bonded because of boarding school. And we really have helped each other through different phases of our lives, and we're still friends to this day. Like, we're all pushing 30, but we're all really, really close. And for me, I didn't necessarily feel that the same affinity that I had towards my friends. And my siblings called me out on it. They were like, the way you treat your friends and show up for your friends is not how you show up for family. And I think for me, it's because I always made a distinction of like, family just has so much drama. Family has so much going on. And so for me, I only show up to my siblings as kind of an adult or a caregiver.
Like Jaja.
Exactly. And so that's a lot of responsibility, especially as you're growing up and trying to figure yourself out. But as I gotten older, and now my siblings are in the phase that I was in, where they're just like, I want to focus on me and I want to do me, but I'm in this place of, I want to bring everybody together.
You got to force it. They're going to be like, Like,
no, and my
you
youngest
gotta force
sister
it.
has actually been very honest of like, when you were in college, you didn't give a fuck about anybody. Like you were doing your own thing and living your own life. And that's where I am. Like I rather hang out with my friends.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's about making space for that to exist because I know I was in that place and, you know, I'm probably the oldest person in their life that can empathize with their perspective, but also kind of setting the example of, you know, this is how we should show up for each other.
Yeah.
You should want to be, you want to hear from your sister. You want to hear from your brother. You want to
Sometimes
check
I'll be
in.
feeling like a deadbeat sister for my little brother because like we don't have too much in common, and he's in college.
Yeah.
So and he's like younger. I think. Yeah,
Oh my
that's
God,
one of the
fun
biggest age
fact.
gaps.
I mean, it's his youngest brother went to the same boarding school as me.
Yeah, crazy. And y'all had completely different experiences.
Like night and day.
But I think it's easier for us because we're close in age.
Mm-hmm.
So me and my older brother, we kind of realized this around the same time. And like the youngest who like have the biggest age gap, they are very open to it. So I think it was easier in that respect where like they are not like, oh, get out of my face. Like I'm doing this, that.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have their friendships but they also want to do the things that like I suggest in the group chat.
Yeah.
Like, I flew one of my cousins out from her college to come down back to New York so we could take a road trip to go see my younger brother play football. And I think it's just like that kind of intentionality and wanting this person to be there and like making it happen.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that is very appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
And because I'm a person who believes in action over words. Like I do love words of affirmation, but like I have to see you making an effort. So that's I'm kind of like trying to make sure that I'm doing that for other people. Like it's not just a facade, because so often you'll hear things from your parents and it's like, yeah, this will happen, but they never like follow through on that. So I don't want to be that kind of person.
Yeah. I think for me as the oldest, because you're amongst the youngest in your family, right? One thing that I've had to realize about myself in trying to cultivate this friendship with my younger siblings is there were a lot of things that I didn't realize I subconsciously learned or was drilled into me. And so as the eldest daughter, I demanded a lot of authority. I demanded a lot of respect from my siblings, but I didn't necessarily give them the same respect that I expected them to give me. And I like one example was like, I was very clear, I'm the oldest. I sit in the front seat. Don't ever fucking try me. Don't ever fucking sit in my seat.
I feel like that's a universal oldest sibling.
Yeah, no, it is. And like, that's fine. That's like little kid shit and stuff like that. But I also realized my feelings and my emotions were always prioritized over how they felt. And that was something I had to become very comfortable with, not being what I was mad at other people to do doing to me. And I think a huge part of like being able to actually cultivate a relationship with my siblings is being able to learn how to apologize.
Oh my God.
And being like, hey, I'm actually really sorry. I should not have talked to you like that. And I shouldn't have cursed you out. And I'm going to do better. I want to be better. And humbling myself. Yeah. Having humility to even like be
Apologies
vulnerable.
are hard.
It is. No, it's so hard.
It's
like
hard.
You would think I would be so quick to do it, but I actually am.
Dude, I'm like, because first you have to recognize like why you did that, why it was wrong. And then you have to get over that pride of like, okay, damn, I was wrong.
Yeah.
And then you have to say it out loud. And then there's also the possibility that your apology won't be accepted.
Yeah. And you have to be okay with that.
Yeah. And I think it's very hard. Like, I think verbalizing a lot of things is hard for me, especially like feelings wise, but like it just feels like it can't come out of my mouth.
Yeah, because we're not raised to be able to understand, to process our feelings and talk about it. Because I think, especially when you grow up in an African household, there's maybe two emotions that you see your parents have, which is like maybe frustration, disappointment, anger. But you don't necessarily like, I just feel like we're not really raised in an environment, at least for me, I wasn't raised in an environment to be able to process my feelings or to own my accomplishments. And I feel that I've spent a lot of my 20s, now that I'm nearing the end of my 20s,
Girl, you're about to be 30, flirty, and fun.
Exactly. Honestly, yes, that's the energy we're going into it with.
30 is young.
30 is young. A bomb doesn't go off when you're 30, guys. I don't know if you know that. Life continues.
The baddie bomb goes off. Like, because then, like, you're off of the, like, trying to figure out stuff, really. And you have money and you have, like, the agency to do all of these things. So it's like, you're still young, you're still living, but now you have all the shit that you needed before.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree.
I can't wait till I'm 30.
But
Which is crazy because I didn't think I was going to live past 17.
Get out of here. One thing that I've been so proud of me and my siblings for doing, and like I said, is being able to build that friendship and to recognize and be humble enough to have honest conversations with each other. Because I don't necessarily think African households breed or encourage good relationship with your siblings, or I don't even know if it's something that's valued. Yeah, there's a lot of I think back at me and my brother are 14 months apart. I think about a lot of the language that was used between us. Mind you, he's a boy, I'm a girl. What? And not to mention also we're blood.
Yeah,
we're blood. And I realized a lot of the language that was used when we were much younger was constantly to create contention between us.
Yeah.
And we kind of didn't have a good relationship for a minute. Not, I wouldn't say we didn't have a good, but we weren't like, I don't know if I cared.
Like coworkers.
Yeah. It was just like, hey, I guess we got the same parents. Yeah. Live in the same house and eat from the same bowl, but that's it.
No, it's like so crazy how like close in proximity we are to each other without having that kind of relationship. Because like eating from the same bowl, like that's like intimate.
Very intimate.
And you're doing these things without having the relationship behind it. So it's just like so weird.
And because me and my brother are so close in age, there is nobody that knows me better than my fucking brother.
Really?
No, like I'm telling you, like I don't know a life without my brother. My brother has always been there. Think about it, from the moment I was conscious.
Yeah.
My brother has always been in my life because he was born in 99, I was born in 98. Okay. And so the fact that we were living, and also we were a boarding school family. He went away to school as well. We didn't like it took us in our 20s, and we're still working at our relationship. And I think it's important to both of us that we have a better relationship. And I think we've grown a lot over the last few years, but it has taken a lot of work, tears, and conversations to get there. And when we moved out, me and my brother actually moved out together, and I think was very good for us because I think we were kind of existing outside of our household, the household that we were raised in. And I think that's when we both came to realize each other's flaws and like also how we want to approach relationships with each other. I think I gained a lot of patience for my brother, and he gained a lot of patience for me in a way that I don't know if we were living in our house, we would have been able to do that.
I think that's such an interesting, like, I guess it just has to do with personality and temperament, because me and my brother are like a year and a few months apart. He's 2001 and 2002. And I feel like it was not hard for us to create that relationship, but also because like we didn't get into a lot of arguments. We were just separate.
Got you.
Like we were never close. Everyone had their own space. There wasn't much to argue about. And so when we started like working on that relationship, it was, I don't know, it just seemed like more natural because he's a very level-headed guy. Like you can have a conversation with him. And I think that is one of the biggest things with my cousins and I. Like we can have these conversations and like, yeah, everyone in this family is stubborn, but like everyone's going to be real with you. And that's like, I think that's the best trait ever. Like all of my friends can be real as fuck with me and I can be real as fuck with them. And I think that's what really works with me, and that's like what sets like a friend apart from a good friend, in my opinion. And so I would consider my cousins and my siblings my good friends, because
I love that.
like we can have those conversations, and like I don't know, it's just.
And these are blood cousins too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Our fathers are brothers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, like, now, if I want to do something, like, I think of one of them first. Like, first, so often when I have a plus one, I invite Sally. And it's kind of embarrassing. Like, I'm not beating the hangs out with other people other than a cousin out, because literally we only
But I
hang out with
think
each
those
other.
people, I'm not gonna lie, the cousin friends, I think you guys have found the code to life, honestly. Like, I really do think, I'm serious. I think, because like, who else are you gonna trust? It's your fucking cousin. Are you gonna fuck your cousin over? No.
Some people do.
Some people do.
But I don't think I could. I think we all value the relationship. Like, I don't know, I guess we're still young, but like as we create like our own families, there will maybe like start being kind of like, oh, this takes priority, like you're no longer a priority, or like at the same priority level. But
You have to be more intentional.
yes, everyone has to be like more intentional and more realistic. But I think we're pretty realistic. I won't say all. Some of these girls is delusional. But I think we're all like pretty realistic.
I love Sally's dating stories.
Oh, she's so crazy.
Sometimes I'm like, girl,
me and her, I don't really talk about dating too much, but like,
because fuck men. I don't have any questions for you in regards to dating. Like, if you want to talk about your little yayas, we can talk about it. But
no,
if not, we have so much else to cover, girl.
No, girl, if that comes up, it comes up. But
exactly,
she's like so open about it. Like, also because I just don't date much.
Really,
like, this is my first time having a roster ever. Yeah.
Look at you, girl.
But I don't want a roster.
Are you a lover, girl?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a good thing. I mean,
But
I don't
like,
know why I'm sitting here dropping my mouth. I guess I am too.
Girl, I've only been in one relationship, and that was in high school. Because it's like everyone, like especially from like high school to 23, like these guys are not, they're not trying to like be in a relationship.
Niggas ain't shit.
They ain't shit. And like, if you can't
You're
give me what I
wasting my
want,
time.
like get out of my face. That ass. Like,
I
I'm
don't have
very
the
quick to
time.
cut
I don't have the
somebody off.
time. I don't have the time.
Like, and I'm gonna just be thinking about it like, oh, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing this? And it's like, I think, not to bring this up again, but like my relationship with my mom, like I have like an anxious attachment style. Because I'm like,
that makes sense.
why aren't you like giving me the love? Like, I don't know. It's very weird.
Also,
so
when you're someone, it's so funny. One of my mentors once told me, the person you're dating tells me about how much you love yourself.
Yes.
And you strike me as someone who really loves himself.
I do.
And so,
that's why I don't date much, because like you're not about to play in my face.
Period.
Like at all.
Period.
If you're not like adding to my life, you're taking from it. Actually, you're taking up my time. And it's like,
and there's nothing worse than a man taking up your damn
literally.
time.
That's why like I've never had a roster, because like I'm like, first of all these guys ain't shit, and like I just can't deal with multiple men like playing in my face at once. Like,
Exactly.
I could do like one, but I'm gonna wake up soon. So like because again I am that lover girl, so I'm gonna be a little bit crazy over you for some time, but yeah. So but right now, like there's a solid 2 that are doing the thing. There's an obvious front runner, and everyone is team him.
I think I'm team him too, from what I've heard.
Really? Oh, yeah.
I love effort and consistency.
I do.
I think that says a lot. I think that says a lot about a man.
No, yeah. It's like embarrassing though.
If you can't be consistent and you're not a man
like,
of
it's
your
not
word,
freaking hard.
then what are we doing
and like
here?
it's kind of like I say something and I don't have to repeat myself.
Ever.
And I'm like, oh, thank you.
Ever.
Like finally, I can't keep. I hate repeating myself.
And they need to stay creative.
Yes.
You need to be shocking me.
Do something. I was like I was so the one that's the front runner, he doesn't live in New York.
Okay.
But he was leaving, but I was at my friend's bachelorette party and I didn't have time to see him. And so he pulled up on us and he's playing this song from his car and he has a rose and he's singing to me in the street and I'm like, this is so stupid, but I was smiling though.
What song was he singing?
I don't remember.
You were just so geeked out. You were like, oh.
Dude, I was like, this is so embarrassing. I was loving it, but I was like, because I'm not really big on PDA, but I was like, but he bad, so I don't really care.
You're hilarious. One thing also I love about you, you don't have a struggle story. I love, which is I know you don't think about it probably a lot or whatever because this is your normal life. But I feel like a lot of girls that are paving their own way and especially Black girls who are African girls, I want to say actually, online, there's always some sort of struggle story. And
I feel I don't share it too much. Sometimes probably with my mental health, it's probably the biggest thing. But I think
I mean in the financial sense. You grew up fine. And I think for
struggle life.
Who was it?
Literally. Struggle love. Astaghfirullah.
Interesting enough, you actually come from money. You're not you don't come from struggle. You talk about before your dad paying for you to go to Spain to do the immersion program. You also talk about your dad paid your tuition, go to college, all that stuff. And for me, that was so interesting to learn to learn about you, seeing you on social media before I actually met you, because I find that a lot of the African creators that I have related to is because they come from a struggle background.
They had to get out the mud.
Yeah, they had to get out of the mud. And what I appreciated about you is you were like, no, I can sit and make TikToks in my room because this is my dad's house and I don't have to pay anything to leave.
I've gotten into an argument with some guy in life. He was like, you don't know what responsibility is because you don't have to pay rent. What the hell are you talking about? I'm going to medical school. And I think a lot of people, they only know one narrative for me or they put one out of the other when they're both true. I think the reason why we're very financially stable is because my dad works hard and he imposed that trait onto all of us. So we all work hard, but also we're reaping the benefits of what my father sowed. So I'm reaping those to the max right now. I have I've had the privilege, this is my third gap year before medical school. And I was working up until I took the MCAT and I quit my job so I could study for the MCAT full time, which is insane. That's a privilege, yeah. Yeah, that's a privilege. And just never got a job after that. And I was just been doing this. And I could not have done that without my father and also my mother, because her staying home and taking care of the kids is what allowed my dad to go work those insane hours that he did not need to work. Yeah. But yeah, I'm a princess.
I mean, your parents had to make sacrifices. Absolutely. So you can do what you want.
Absolutely.
And to a certain extent also, if you plan on having kids, there are going to be certain sacrifices that you're going to have to make. It's going to look different from what your parents had to do, but you're going to have to make those same sacrifices.
And it's going to be easier because of what my my parents have set us up for. Exactly. And I will always be grateful for that. I'll always give them their flowers. And that's why a lot of people see me talking so highly of my father, because even though he has
he's done something that a lot of Fulani dads couldn't do for their kids.
And he has set me up in such a way that I can't fumble. If I fumble, I'm an idiot. And there's really, I don't know how much better it could have been. So I'm just accepting that. Actually, I didn't even realize how well off I was. I had to recognize my privilege at some point. I didn't, I was just coasting through. When I was hanging out with my friends, I'd be like, why am I the only one that's always driving? I hate driving. But then it's well, my dad bought 2 cars, one for him, one for my mom, and put me into driving lessons and paid the registration fees and all of that, has me on his insurance.
Yeah.
Like, those are all privileges. So
you have
like,
no idea.
It's, yeah. I do have an, I'm like,
oh yeah, no, you have an idea, but even hearing you say it,
yeah, that was one of the things that like popped into my, one time in high school, this girl, she was like, yeah, I live in the projects. And I was like, why? I didn't really know what projects. Like, and you know what's crazy? Like, we had family that like lived in the projects, and like we'd go over to their places, and like I don't know, it just never clicked that it was because like they're poor. I knew they were poor, but like I was like, why do you live in the projects? Like, why would you do that? I felt like such an idiot. Yeah.
This was in high school?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, better late than never.
Yeah. My coach, my basketball coach was standing right there. He was like, why would you ask that?
I shouldn't be laughing. How does your lack of struggle stories factor into your identity and your career, especially as a first-gen African woman?
It just like takes people by surprise, and it's sometimes
offensive,
like doing better than them. Like, you're in debt? I don't know what that means. Like, I've never been like, oh, you're about to be behind on rent? Well, if I was behind on rent, I could ask my dad or just live in his house. You know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Sometimes it's like kind of frustrating when people are like just assuming. Yeah. But then again, that I guess it's like not an unfair assumption, because that is the typical
majority
narrative.
of people, yeah.
But I don't know. I just feel like I can do anything. Yeah. And like I deserve it. I don't know. There's just like this air of accomplishment that I have around myself due to my upbringing and due to like myself. Like,
seeing you online and seeing how you've been able to, one, authentically be yourself, have the space to be creative and take a bet on yourself. It wasn't actually you saying that you came from a privileged background, because you do speak about it very openly online, but it was seeing how free you were, and I was like, oh, she's not poor, like she's rich. And the reason why I say that is because I recognize that level of curiosity in the rich white kids that I went to school with.
Okay, that's why a lot of times, this is gonna seem so unrelated, but I don't like to party in Brooklyn.
Oh.
Or like going to like a Black party.
Oh.
Right.
Okay, girl, be brave. Why?
Because I feel like everyone's just trying to look cute for the Instagram, trying to get in like the fucking sections. Like, and I go out to dance.
Section culture is killing us.
Don't even get me started.
Free my people. Free my people.
And I go out, I want to go out to dance. And I feel like I have the most fun when I'm in Manhattan. And like I'm going to these parties, like the white people, they're just like so free, unhinged, because they can do this all the time. Yeah. So it's not like, I don't know, like trying to make the most of it. Like this is something they can be very flippant about, because it's not, I feel like their privilege allows them to like have more free time. And it's kind of like
good vibes.
They're judgmental, but not in the same way as like Black or African people.
But also, even if they are judgmental, it'll never have anything to do with Black people, because they kind of don't see Black people, or like they kind of not.
No, I meant like judgmental towards each other.
Oh yeah. Yeah, which is why, because I feel like Black people exist outside of their worlds. Yeah. And so you don't have to deal with whatever they got going on. So you're actually able to have a good time.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't want to just stand around and watch everyone like. And I've like had to think about it. I'm like, damn, I'm racist. But it's kind of like everyone's taking it so seriously.
I used to go out to a lot of Black spaces, African spaces. I used to think that's where I wanted to be. And then realizing that I really hated the politics of it. Especially,
bro, like the dress codes, and then like
not even just the dress codes, but it's also just people being fucking weird. People that know you, that you know, especially because you're from New York. Every time you go out, especially in Brooklyn, you're gonna see someone that you know at some, from some chapter of your life. And so I just found it really exhausting to constantly be in spaces of like, should I go say hi? Are they gonna say hi to me? Or you know what I mean? Or people acting like they haven't seen you, people making sly comments, especially West Africans. Like, I cannot deal with the drama. Whereas like, I found that ever since I started going out to queer white spaces, I have the time of my life.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I am dancing. I'm having a good time. I'm with my friends.
I only go out to dance. Like, that's the reason.
That's the reason. I like dancing.
Yeah.
And I realized that when I'm in, like, black nightlife in New York is boring.
Yeah.
And stush.
Like, stush, literally.
So stush.
And it's like, you said you cannot deal with it, like, people being mixy. I don't deal with it.
Yeah.
Like,
fuck it.
if you want to be weird, you could go be weird. I'm going to have a good time.
I'm going to ignore you.
And it's even like with dating. Like, the difference between black people dating and white people dating is like, oh, never post your man. Like, I'm a poster.
We're not free.
I'm saying we're not free. Like,
we're not free.
It's just so...
We're not free, huh?
I don't know. There's just so many rules. And I feel like as you get more privilege and like life gets more secular, you get more freedom. And then it's like you don't really care about what you do because like the other day I was posted up in the club with my yeah. We got freaking papped, bro. I was but I don't care. So I'll be like, yo, answer me before I post you. And I do it. I don't care. And, like, I don't really care because, like, people are like, oh, my God, you posted him, like, blah, blah, blah. So freaking what? Like, if we don't end up together, like, whatever.
You know, I actually love that you touched on that because I think there was a lot of conversation recently about parasocial behavior and people, evil eye, and people watching, like, constantly and all these things. And I think...
I don't believe in that.
Specifically in the West African community, I think we disguise a lot of mental health issues with religion and evil eye and monitoring spirits when it's actually you suffer from a deep mental health issue that you need to get checked. I'm being serious. If you're coming on the internet hiding your life and like coming...
Like, who do you think... Like, no, it's just like they think that they are...
There's a level of self-importance that you have to have.
Character.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. Evil eye, I never really believed in it. I think that's
it also
too
is
much external locus of control. I'm telling you again.
It's also so contradictory to this religion that you people are obsessed with.
Yeah, isn't it? Are like, you not allowed to believe in that? Because it's like witchcraft is not real. Isn't like wouldn't evil eye be like a little bit kind of like witchcrafty like?
And also like isn't Allah the highest power? Yeah. Only he writes your destiny. Yeah. He controls everything. So how can Billy from down the street be looking at you with evil eye and be hurting you?
And it's like, why would you have that kind of power over my life? Like, why would you be more powerful than I am? And I just can't believe that. Like, you?
No, seriously.
Please.
No, seriously. And it's like also, I just think, how dare you feel that important? And I even have to check myself sometimes because I'm very intentional about what I choose to share online. But mine comes down to, I hate men. Like, I'm not about to claim anybody until like I have something to share, and I don't feel like I have anything to share right now.
I like to share everything.
No, and that's but I love that.
Like, and I've always been like that.
And I love that you're free. You're living a free life. But I think for me, a lot of the conversation around like monitoring spirits and evil eye is always,
it's just so stupid.
And it's so
like, and it's like you
boring.
Want to post, you want to do it, you want to, but like you're conforming to what everybody else is thinking.
And I think it's
like, bro, live your life.
No, seriously. And I just also think the whole conversation of like hiding your life, and I feel like it's a conversation that comes up every year. It's not novel. It's not new. It's not revolutionary. It's what we've been all raised to do. Our whole thing, especially being raised as West African girls, is to hide everything about you and to operate and move in secrecy. Yeah. And
as somebody's always watching.
Someone's always watching. And to live your life with paranoia. And I've literally watched older aunties drive themselves insane. Yeah. There's nothing revolutionary.
And it's like, 'cause they're always thinking about, yane. And I'm like, bro, just why are y'all going to the Karamagong? Like, isn't that, I thought that was haram.
That is haram. And it's also just like, I think what's more revolutionary for women our age is to live freely and proudly as they are with whoever they are with, and to own it. I think that's way more interesting to me than people hiding things, because that is not new.
It's just so bizarre because like if you want to post it, post it. If you don't want to,
Cool.
don't post it. And it's just like it's like both ends of the spectrum. People are like, oh, I feel like I have to post about this because that's what people do. Or like, oh, I'm not gonna post about this because like you can't. Like, that's just the rules. What the fuck? The rules, bitches? Your life. Are you stupid? Like, that. It all comes back to the locus of control. Like, just be normal. Just do what you want. Like, if I don't want to do something, I'm not going to do it. And that's really how I've been living my life. And I understand that that's a privilege. But again, you don't have to instill that in every single thing of your life. But there are some things that are just so unnecessary for you to be dragging to this extent, bro.
Yeah, and for me, it makes me also question, what type of people do you have around you, or do you have watch? Either you're constantly trying to gag, or you're trying to hide.
I'm a cutter offer.
Yeah, like I when I don't fuck with someone, I block them. I don't.
Okay. I love the block button. I mean, immediate block. I like fell off with this chick. She sent me a message that I just did not rock with. Blocked on everything. Get out of my face. I really don't care.
People
like, and you're gonna see me regardless. Like, your favorite person is gonna be reposting me, so it don't even matter.
My thing is also too, you know how people are like, I want people to see how I'm living and da 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 da. When I don't fuck with you, I actually don't want you to see me.
Your opinion is
irrelevant. Like, you know how people do the little follow game? I'm not gonna do that. You're blocked now.
No, literally.
You're blocked and also you will never, ever, ever get unblocked. You played yourself.
And it's like
you played yourself.
It's like there's just really no way. Like, even my Instagram feed, if I don't like what you're posting, I'm unfollowing you. Like, please, this is my life.
And it's not even personal.
This is my phone. Like, it's not even personal. But people be
I pay that T-Mobile bill.
Like,
I pay it.
It's not that serious, but you're making it serious. Like, it only matters if you think it matters.
Yeah. And I find that when I share my perspective, a lot of people think it's like a very naive, childish way to think. And I'm just like, you guys are just conformists.
Is it okay? Thank you. Can't think for yourself.
You can't think for yourself. And you're just repeating what generations of people before us have told us. There's actually nothing new about what you're sharing on the internet. There's nothing new. It's not new. It's so boring. I've read this story. I've watched this show. It's fucking boring. It's so boring.
Like, the internet is becoming something weird now, but it has always been like an extension of people's lives, or like a reflection of people's lives. If you're posing media for the camera, just put the camera down, bro. Like, that's not your job. You're not a model.
Fucking nuts. But this is honestly a good segue. Mm-hmm. So we talked a lot about your background and family life. I want to talk about how this influences your career, because you actually have you have a very interesting career that you're building, a path that you're carving out for yourself. I know earlier you were like, influencing sounds derogatory.
It does.
How would you describe yourself or your career?
I just talk a lot. I think I just love to talk, and I'm so pretty, and I'm so smart, and I think everyone should listen to me and what I have to say. Like, I'm literally like a prophet. Oh.
We agree here on Our Terms, and this message is sponsored by OOT.
Yeah, like, I am a prophet. Who says I can't be? That's something I don't like about like
Kanye
religion.
shit. Why
only boys can be prophets? Shut up. Most boys are stupid. Anyway, so yeah, I like the content I put out is really just anything I want. So, and that has gotten me like modeling gigs. That's gotten me acting things, and just being like myself. I feel like in some of my interviews for medical school, like, they like my personality, and it was hard.
Vibes go a long way, guys.
Dude, and I never really knew how to be myself before this. Like, I was never really outwardly me, because I always thought people thought it was weird, and like, just like
you felt like it was too much.
Just felt like, yeah, like I needed to minimize myself. So it was kind of like weird, like being myself around other people.
Yeah.
And like dropping this facade. And like, realize people like me. I'm like, whoa. I think my world revolves around me. But I also know that's my world. And I don't think my world revolves around other people. Wait, no. That other people's worlds revolve around me.
Okay.
So I'm very like self-important in that way, but I know not to project it onto other people, which is like the same thing as like the people on social media who like think they're like so famous, like whatever. And because of that, I've had to like sometimes it does bleed into other people's lives, like my self-importance, and like because it's a dog eat dog world. Like I'm just, like even though I feel as though I'm only in competition with myself, there's gonna be someone to pass like at the end of the day, because if I'm in competition with myself, I have to pass myself to get to that next level. But along that way, I'm still gonna be passing other people. So you got to step on somebody to get upstairs, man. Like, you know, I don't mind. Y'all see my heels. I love a heel.
I love tall girls that wear heels.
I love being tall. And I used to, that's also part of it. I used to hate being tall. And then something clicked. I was like, hold on. Why do I hate that? Like, oh, because all the boys are shorter than me? Okay, just find a taller one. The fuck. And if he's
Problem
like,
solved.
And if he's shorter than me, like, fuck it. Like, pat your head.
You feel that the word influencer kind of has a derogatory term.
Yeah.
It feels like maybe the language doesn't even matter because maybe it boxes you in and you're not really interested in that. Is it more so about the language and the boxing in, or do you care more about how people are perceiving you once you have said title? Is that where the influencing feels like a derogatory term comes from?
I think both, because like influencers, like the tide has turned, and it's like, oh, they're all like vapid and putting on a front. They're only trying to sell you something, which like sometimes I am trying to sell you something. I need that brand deal. I need some fucking money so I can go on vacation. And I'm gonna be real about that. Like the money moves me. The money will move me. I said the fame and the attention will move me because I'm gonna get attention. Like I love attention. I'm gonna get it anyway. But the money will. So yeah, sometimes I will try and sell y'all something, but like that's not my main goal. And I know that this is not my future. Like I'm gonna segue out of this very soon, whether it be medicine or like Hollywood. This is not like so very often, like especially last year, I feel like I've kind of subconsciously like started censoring myself, like some of the things, and I'm like trying to like break out of it and just say whatever I want. But I would be like, oh yeah, so what? Fucking cancel me. I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want. Like this is not my job. Like this is not like my sustenance.
It's freeing in a way.
This.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't need this. So I'm going to behave however I want. I don't care if you like it or not.
Yeah.
And that is privileged too. Like some people, this is their livelihood, but I don't want to make this my livelihood. So I don't want to call myself an influencer.
Because you realize
I feel like it's hard to break out of that.
Yeah.
And like get into something else. So I'm like hoping Hollywood hits me up. Guys, hit me up.
Why are you doing this path? Because I feel like you have more of an affinity to move into acting and modeling, and you don't necessarily have to go the influencing route. Like, you're gorgeous. You have the brain and the wits. If you really want to, you can just move to LA and really just pursue this. But also, like, you're planning med school. And so it's like, why did you decide to start making content, and what is drawing you to this path?
I feel like I just kind of fell into it. Like, I was never really like, oh, I'm going to become an influencer. Like, I'm going to become a content creator. And like my content, I feel like I can't really call it content because it's just like record, add captions, post. Like I don't really put too much effort into it.
It's not about aesthetics or anything.
I just started using it as like a video diary. I wasn't expecting anything to come of it. And then things started coming of it. And I was like, whoa, this is lit. And then I still like, for a long time, I still didn't really care. I was like, well, this is not my future, so I don't really care. I did not have an agency. I wasn't worried about, like, getting brand deals, PR. And then, like, it started getting real. And I think it's very good to at least have that exposure. And because, like, I just got that music video gig from, like, my social media. And I think in modeling, at least, social media goes a long way, and it is influential in acting as well. Because, like, the people are now part of the promotion. Like, who you have in your movie is part of the promotion.
We also function in an attention economy.
Oh, yeah.
And so you just become more visible for opportunities. Because if you draw attention, you're kind of a moneymaker to us, and we want you and whatever we got going on. Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, I'm just, and you know what I am also a bit scared of is instability. So acting has always been like something shaky for me because like it's not always stable income. Whereas medical school, like I know I'm gonna get through it, like become a doctor. Like it's gonna be hard, but like it's
a very linear path.
That's the easy route.
Yeah.
In my case. So I think I'm gonna push through full step while
So you're gonna go to medical school?
Oh no, like push through with the acting thing.
Okay.
And like try it for the next year. Cause I do still have something to fall back on. Like if
you can go to medical school whenever.
Yeah. And like if all goes well this year, I make a lot of money, I can save some money, I'll always have that tuition, whatever. But also I can fall back on my father. Because he's going to be here at least until my younger brother graduates college, because that's what he wants to do. He wants to pay for all of our schooling. Like, he's also been worried about my schooling. Like, oh, but I have to pay for your medical school as well. So I just want to get to a point where, like, he doesn't have to worry about that. And, like, I can make sure, like, I'm enjoying my life.
Yeah.
And exploring all avenues of, like, what can bring me happiness, because I feel like that's my biggest thing. Like, people ask you your goals in life, and mine has just always been to be happy.
Yeah. I think people don't realize that being highly visible doesn't necessarily mean you're always like vying for becoming an influencer. And
like, this was accidental. I wasn't like, it's like some people, they get into all the analytics and like, oh, this is how you do the algorithm, and like this is blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I kind of like, even now, if something I post flops, which like happens often, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, this is for fun.
Yeah.
First and foremost.
And I think also being that visible, as you mentioned, it affords you opportunity. When you're top of mind for people and you're in people's face, you're going to get tapped for those opportunities, which is why I feel like there's this whole culture of post the content, but not everybody is made to post the content.
Yeah, not like some
visible.
Listen,
not everybody
some people
got it.
Don't have personalities.
Not everybody has it.
And that's fine.
It's okay.
It's not you.
It's them.
It's going to be somebody else. And that's fine. You have to find what is for you. You may think this is nice and cute and fun, but I don't know. If you want to work for it. But some people, it just comes easily too.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I feel the same way. As someone who is, posting content and, working on being visible, it is something really hard, but I talk to my friends about this all the time, but I really, being a content creator doesn't come naturally to me. It's not something that I enjoy. Like a chore. Yeah, it feels like a chore. Whereas I love brainstorming for my podcast. There's so much intentionality that goes into creating a space like this, having the conversations that we have. I have to think deeply about the questions that I want to ask and the story I want to tell. And that to me is always going to be more interesting than me putting up my phone and sharing my outfit with you guys. That's just me though. Like I care more. And even if I do make content, it will always be about my ideas, my politics, which are all non-brand safe things. And so that's gonna impact.
I think, I'm also not that brand safe because I'll say whatever I want to say. Like,
yeah. And
like you can't buy me. I just hate that. And I think I've posted like every single day for over a year, multiple times a day. And I think I've only been able to do that without being burnt out because I like to post and I'm posting what I want. As soon as it becomes like, oh, brand deal, like I have to post this. Like even like when I'm doing brand deals, like if they give me a script, I'm going to film what I want. I'll also film the script, but I'm telling you, this is what's going to work better. And they always like that more. So
that's good. Yeah. So you be advocating for your creativity. Period.
Yeah. Because they think they know what they want, but I know what's best, obviously. I know everything.
Exactly. Our prophet has spoken. Influencing is a tool, and we're kind of seeing in real time, kind of similar to reality TV back in the 2010s, 2000s. in real time what opportunity can be yielded from this. It's still a new profession, and there's a lot of money being put into it, and so there's a lot of people working to get into this space, but like I said, it doesn't necessarily work for everyone. But also, you basically have a lot. I'm not saying about all influencers. I don't think all influencers are like this. I do think there are some influencers, like the influencers I follow, that are really smart and interesting and experts, and I like them. But there are also a lot of influencers that are famous for the wrong reasons. Or they're famous because they look good, or they are pretty and they're conventionally attractive.
And good for you.
Yeah, good for you.
I'm not gonna follow you. No offense.
Yeah, and they're not necessarily experts in anything. And one.
I know what you're. Yeah, let's get into it.
And I seeing.
No, go.
Seeing people achieve like fame outside of traditional Hollywood, I think it's great. I think it's great that we're able to platform. And also, we've seen Black and brown girls achieve so many things with having access to this profession. So I'm not knocking anybody's hustle. I think it's fucking lit. Do your thing, girl. Post that content.
Do it.
But why are influencers being invited to Harvard Business School to speak? Why are influencers being invited to Harvard Business School to speak? Why are influencers being invited to Ivy League institutions to speak to the future business leaders of tomorrow?
You don't know anything about building a business. You put the makeup on your face very good. Do you know what you're talking about?
Not always. Not always. I get that influencing and managing everything is a business in itself, but
then they have managers. Like you have an agent. Like even I'm about to sign with an agency, but so far I've been handling everything myself. Like it's really not that. When it comes to jobs, it's not a hard job, bro. And I'm like, it's not something. Like, the kids think it's inspirational because they see it as, like, something easy, but, like, it's not that inspirational.
I've always, as someone who plans on going to business school, I'd be pissed.
Dude, I'd be so mad.
If I was paying hundreds of thousands of dollars of tuition to network, because business school is one big party and a networking pool, that's it. And argue, this is my opinion. It's my opinion. That's how I feel. If I was paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to be somewhere, and I'm looking for informational panels on how to level up and be a business leader of tomorrow, to be able to optimize and be a proficient and like work for the KPIs and do this and that.
I don't even know what
and I go to a panel and y'all brought in an influencer.
And it's like somebody that's not even like a business influencer. Like it just doesn't add
Someone
up.
who doesn't also have the fucking credentials.
Exactly.
Because there are some influencers that have credentials. And I'm going to say it. I think if any came to speak to me, I can listen for days. And I think she has a lot to say.
It's like, even if they didn't like go and study that, but like they've learned it through their craft. Okay, I think that you are also credentialed. But it'd be people who have like nothing to do with anything, like, and you're gonna preach to me, like, I don't know, as a woman that values education so much, I just can't get behind it. Like, oh yeah, we need to allow like Black girls to be mediocre and blah, blah, blah. Okay, be mediocre somewhere else. We're trying to like advance the people who are into education. Like, okay, like,
I've watched some of these panels, and I swear to God, the question is going in the ear, out the ass. And so I'm confused as to I was like, why are you here?
Like for the bag, which I can't knock it, but like
do a meet and greet.
Easy. Okay, that's what I said. Like do a meet and greet, do like something fun, do like a game, like. But I just can't stand the like sitting there preaching, because like you sound dumb, and it's kind of like minimizing this thing. It's like, oh, if you're pretty, you can put on makeup very well, you have the entitlement to come and preach to these people about like this is that one, like. Doing the bare minimum can get you into these doors that other people have worked so hard for is crazy, which, like, I know that's the game oftentimes.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So you just got to complain about some things, you know?
And like them being like the representations of like community, like when there's like actual organizers and people
Literally,
who have
I'm
been
like,
dedicated
this is
their
how we should
life and
be
craft to this.
platforming.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. I think there are, you know, not all influencers, but there's a huge majority of them I don't want to hear from. Like, I love seeing your makeup videos. Thank you. You really taught me how to blend that contour, and I love it. But I don't want to. I don't care. Also go on a podcast. I would listen to you on a podcast. Yeah. I love influencers.
Just like I just love sitting and like listening to something. I love hearing people talk. Like, so much of my For You page is just like long form content now, because like I just be sitting there listening while I'm doing like my chores. But it's like, you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my God.
It's like, I don't think everyone should be talking about politics. I don't think everyone, like,
I don't want your take.
I don't want your take. Like, just shut up and put the makeup on, please.
I don't want your take.
Shut up and build the table.
I don't want to hear about your wealth tips. Or like tips to be out there.
Like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you. Like, people ask me, oh, how do you afford New York City? Like, tips for surviving New York City. I don't have any, because my father. Like, I live in my father's house.
But also, like surviving New York City, nigga, this is all I know. Like, I'm from New York.
And it's like, I'm not credentialed to speak about that. And I'm like, you don't talk about things you don't know, is all I'm going to say. Because, like, I remember at some point in some political thing, or like, during like the elections, people are like listening to influencers. And I'm like, they don't even know what they're talking about. Like, listen to people who know what they're talking about. Like, you're gonna, like... Would you
read?
Oh my God.
Read.
I'm like,
read. Put down the phone.
It's crazy. And like people, and nobody's like making.
Read. You need to read.
You need to read. It's not enough to just like watch a video. I'm sorry. You need to read and solidify it in your brain. Sorry. But it's like, they're just listening and not making like an opinion for themselves. They're just taking whatever this person is telling them to think and just going with that.
Literacy is the biggest issue in America.
So many people, like even my supporters, I don't like calling them followers. I feel like in New York, followers is derogatory. No, not family. That's too parasocial.
Okay, no,
they're gonna start getting weird. Supporters, like you have to keep a balance.
Yeah, fair.
What's it called?
I've seen people call their followers family, which I guess is playing into the parasocial thing.
I'm sorry, I can't. I'm not gonna lie to you, because
draw that boundary.
If you're trying to get cute with me in the comments, so you think we're kiki and we're friends, I don't know you. You're not my friend. I don't have a lot of friends.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So you're not about to joke with me like that. But it's just so bizarre to see. Like, would you go to Beyonce for a checkup? For like a medical checkup? No. Because you go to...
People looking to Beyonce for geopolitical takes. Like, I'm like...
She is rich. Like, bro, like, okay. Class consciousness.
Wait, actually,
let's pick this up. Let's
no. Before we get into that, actually, I want to ask you. If invited to Harvard Business School, would you go?
But like, for what?
I don't know. Like, would you... Like, if they were just like, we want you to come and speak on this panel... and inspire like, you know, the African conference, like, we want you to come and speak, like, would you go?
Yeah.
Would you? But I thought you just said influencers. Like, what place do they have?
Influencer, but also I'm not an idiot.
Fair.
Like, my father is a businessman. I've spent so much time with him, like, and also I'm thinking about and I'm not an idiot, like, and I feel like I can take
what would you talk to the future business leaders of the world about? That's what they refer to the Harvard Business School people.
Skills that I've learned that could benefit them, and like skills that I've applied to my decision making within my career. Because I feel like I'm an accomplished woman, even though I'm nowhere near where I want to be. I'm accomplished already. A lot of like some of that has to do with privilege, but also you can't just ride on the coattails.
You have the noggins for it. You can comprehend the question.
Like, I don't like want to eat my own ass, but like I'm fucking smart. And it's kind of like I can try and figure out which of those qualities that I have that would be able to be translated to these business students. And it's like, sometimes I see like these people try and do that, but it just does not add up. And like, maybe it's elitist, but you just don't know what you're talking about. Like, come on.
No, I agree. You spoke earlier about not having representation, and which means no management, no agent, to kind of negotiate on deals.
Agent. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm like fake a business too. Like I just started an LLC for myself to like make sure like, and I'm very like money oriented. Like I know how to manage my money. My father's always like, I mean, you have to do this. Like, dude, I know what I'm doing. I have a Roth IRA. I have a high yield savings account. I just opened an LLC. Like, got some cute. So like, it's not
She
as
don't
if
play
like
about her
I don't
coin,
know.
okay.
Like I know these things. Like you have to be a little bit savvy in like a bunch of things to like even get into medical school.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
A lot of people are bots, and I'm like, no, you can't do that. And it's like, so they'll have like other pieces of their life. Like me, I have plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D. So
What does it mean to be building at your scale with no infrastructure, kind of? Because you're not signed to an agency at the moment, and you have a shit ton of followers. Like I would say you have a cult following. What opportunities do you think you've missed, and what have you had to figure out alone?
My worth. I've been way underselling myself, apparently. And just like opportunities, I feel like with an agency, I could be having more opportunities. Like I haven't made a lot of money from social media, like at all. And I've been like missing out on that because for so long I was like, man, this ain't my, like, please, this is just a hobby. Like this is just for fun. Right? It's like, that stupid girl, like, you need some money, bro. Like, it's running out. Like, I feel like for me, like, even though, like, so when I say I'm broke, I'm not talking about my high yield savings account and my Roth IRA. That's not real money to me. When I say I'm broke, it's like, okay, it's getting to the point where I can't.
Like you want to move out.
Credit card.
Yeah.
Although, like, I've never missed a credit card payment. Thank you. But yeah, I want to move out. I can't just be sitting in my father's house forever.
Yeah.
Because it's mad deep in the Bronx. Anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, I've just kind of been missing out on that, which is kind of like dumb. But for so long, I was like, oh, I'm going to medical school. So like, whatever. But yeah, now I'm like in talks. I have to get back. My lawyer needs to get back to me. Yeah, I'm in talks with an agency, and like hopefully I can get. I think a big issue of mine is like just going outside and like talking to people and making like real life connections,
networking.
Like just being seen, because I'm seen on the internet, but like seen
by the right people,
yes.
The people who
and it's like,
make decisions in the industry.
Yeah. I'm talking about myself a lot, but are other people talking about me?
I think people assume virality means rich automatically. But what I realized in talking to you is that's the business part of being an influencer or a content creator is you have to network and talk to the right people, have a good agent. You have to have people who are negotiating, who are writing the contract correctly, and reviewing them thoroughly. You have to have, I guess that's why they're inviting the influencers to HBS, because it's a business.
I wouldn't say it's like,
because there's a networking element to it.
There is.
There's a huge networking. I find that the most successful creators, money-wise, are the people who are networked the fuck up. And who know like how to talk to people and like how to. And I feel like that is an element of it that I'm missing. That I'm which is
trying
why I think the corporate girls are winning at the corporate content creators. They know.
And I'm trying. I really am. But it's just not something that comes natural to me. So like I'm trying to work on it more. But like, yeah, it kind of is a business. And I think like, and I'm not like, I feel like we've been knocking on the influencer girlies, but like it does take some kind of like savviness to an extent. But like not to that extent. But like you kind of have to know like what you're gonna invest in, like what are your no's, like because my lawyer's
how you're gonna manage your resources.
Yeah, my lawyer's not cheap. So, but I want to make sure that I have that certain rights are not being like infringed upon and like this is that.
Yeah.
And I don't always know best. Like you have to know when to defer to someone else and
when to delegate.
Yeah. And where to put your money. So I'm going to put that money there. I don't have my own account. My dad has an accountant, but he pays that accountant good money to handle our taxes. So you kind of have to like keep all your eggs in a row, but know when you just can't make that omelet. You don't have the pan.
I love that.
And I don't know, like a lot of it is like who you know, getting people to do you favors. Like a lot of people, I'm just like
vibes. The vibes are important. You have to be likable. Relationship building, which is what business, like that's what I say. Business school is just vibes and people liking each other and being able to do favors and sponsor you, speak you into rooms, give you opportunities. It's not really this whole meritocracy thing that y'all make shit out to be.
It's not always like working hard, which I feel like is kind of contradicting to like what we were talking about, like with the influences, like, oh, you don't deserve to be here. Like, yeah, some of it is like,
that is contradictory.
But I mean, like, I feel like maybe that's just like my opinion. It's just my pet peeve. I'm like,
no. I think my thing is, because what I'm saying, I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying all influencers. I just have seen some influencers at these events where I'm like, you are not comprehending the question. Why are you here? A lot of times
they send you the question before, like, at least put some effort into it.
So I'm like, so that's why when you put up that video, I was like, hell yeah, what the fuck are these people talking about?
Like it just,
but I digress. But I can see how we're contradicting ourselves. Yeah. Like I actually have caught it in the conversation afterwards. I'm like, yeah.
No, like two things can be true at once.
You have great metrics. You have great engagement.
You think so? I feel like
I've
been flopping for so long.
You are not flopping. No one just stumbles into 400K followers. Like that's not like you don't just like fall into
like I like came up like. I feel like my come up was very fast, and then it's like plateaued recently.
Oh my god, is it like Ice Spice fame? That's what I call it.
I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. No,
you're too smart. As I make my transition into other things, it'll re-spark that engagement. But I know what the people want to see from me. Like I know the skits do well, but like I don't always have a skit in mind. They come to me in dreams. And you can't control your dreams.
You can't.
So
you can't force creativity too.
You can't.
It's not no.
So yeah, it's kind of like I don't know. I feel like I've been flopping recently. I think I'm back on the come up.
I'm not flopping,
girl.
You're not flopping.
Low key, I am. But I mean, I'm just an overachiever.
All of us are.
Yeah.
What has it been like to get signed to an agency?
It's been interesting. Everyone's so like nice. Like I'd never been like part of the corporate world. Everyone's like you kind of like have to talk around some things, dance around some things, but also you got to put your foot down. So
what has that journey been like looking for an agency?
It's been like fake hard. I've been talking to. Or like reaching out to like some of the, but I like to start big. I don't know what my issue is, and like just like ghosting. But it's the same with like modeling. Like it's just silence until it's not, and you never know when it's not.
Yeah.
So, like I was putting feelers out, just really nothing, and then this agency that I'm about to sign with reached out to me. And what is crazy is like 2 other agencies like had also reached out to me at the same time, and I was like, oh, interesting. Now y'all want me, but yeah, I think it's been good to be honest. Like hasn't been crazy. I told them, yeah, I'm gonna review this contract. I'm not just gonna sign it. Like I'm gonna have my lawyer look over it. And, like I want them to know I'm serious about this, but like I think that's a good look for me, in my opinion. Or for everyone, in my opinion, because if I'm serious about this, then y'all are going to get your coin because they work off commission. So, like, obviously, if I'm putting my best foot forward, then, yeah. So, I just want to, like, make sure we're all on the same page. I'm very vocal about what I will and won't do. I'm very open to most things, but like there's always going to be nuance. Like there's always going to be caveats. So I don't know. I guess just like speaking up for myself is something that I've tried to be intentional about. Because a lot of times I would just be like, oh yeah, whatever. Like, especially before I was negotiating for myself. And like, that was something new to me.
Yeah. I want you to talk more about, because I remember earlier you mentioned how your supporters are more global than they are domestic, how that has impacted you searching for an agency to represent you.
Yeah. So I was in talks with an agency, and like everything seemed like really good, and we're like geeking on the call, and then the agent gets back to me and they're like, oh, your metrics are like a little bit low. We kind of want to see more of an American consumer base, because I guess that is who I'm marketing to. And like, I think I had like 30% American followers on like Instagram and TikTok, which they want to see more of. They want like at least 50%. And I'm like, okay, I understand that from
Where
like,
are most of your fans based?
just everywhere. Like most are in America, but then like it's scattered. Like I think like 7% is India, and then like 7% is Nigeria, and then there's South Africa there too. Like it's, I don't know, it's very diverse. And Brazil is in there. I don't know. But I fake was pandering to them. Like, but I do love, I don't know, I just love everyone's culture. But like, I know, I kind of like, yeah, I do be pandering to people. You know who the fan base is, like, who goes hard for them. And like, this is not like, I feel like I've been posturing for an acting career. So if I have, I think, an international base is going to be good for me in the long run. Yeah. So if I miss out on...
Because the ultimate goal is acting.
Yeah. Being a successful actor.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like when all that discourse was going around with Tyla, and people were like, oh, she's flopping in America, like blah, 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 like Black Americans, blah, blah, blah. And someone kind of compared the strategy that her team was going for. They're like not trying to make her a Rihanna. They're trying to make her a Shakira. Shakira is very international. Yeah. Very international.
Americans forget also.
Yeah.
There's a world outside of us. And also the strategy for most artists actually is once they flop in America, they go abroad. Yeah. Did you know that Tyga is one of the hottest rappers in Tanzania?
Really?
Yeah. Oh, like they move to other markets. When America doesn't fuck with them anymore, musicians move abroad. And there's like, money there.
I'm like trying to travel more, so it's like, I don't know. I've always like had more of like an international mindset within everything in my life. So like, I guess it reflects that like my supporter base is like also very international. Because like I love learning about like other things, like, and I think it's just so sweet. Like even if it's like something bad about their country, like they'll like put in the comments like Croatia mentioned or like Brazil mentioned.
Oh, I see it. Also, people love to be like, I'm first, or I love supporting small creators.
So funny. No, they're so cute, and like I do try and engage with like my supporters, like. I do answer people's DMs. Like,
yeah, no, I see you. I see you in the comments. Like you are. Yeah, I mean, your community is engaged, dude, child.
I like know like the repeat offenders. I won't say supporters because some of y'all be wildin'. The repeat offenders. I know who you are, and like sometimes I know who they are on like Instagram and TikTok. Yeah. even if they have like different like usernames. So I just like I don't know. Because I do mess with some of these people. Like, y'all mess with me for a reason. Okay, maybe I'll mess with you. Yeah. So, yeah, I do answer DMs. Like, this girl, she asked me for a dress for her graduation. I'm going to send it out, like, tomorrow.
No, I love that.
But, yeah, I like being, like, doing the multicultural. And it's so cute because somebody had commented and they asked me to wish them a happy Diwali. Mm-hmm. And, oh, my gosh, people in the comments were like, oh, my God, you know Diwali. Like, this is and I was like, oh my God, this is so cute. Y'all are so cute.
No, I love it. Girl, we covered everything.
Everything?
Everything.
Ooh.
This is actually so long. It's gonna be a 2-part series.
Really?
Yeah, you're gonna have
How long have we been here?
We've been here for 3 hours.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're
Whoop-de-doo.
chatting. You're gonna be.
And I feel like we still had more to say.
No,
like, you were on that sheet because.
No, I listen. There's so much also we didn't even talk about because I was just like, honestly, we're giving them so much. Yeah. To close out, you're a very visible African woman. Actually, you're a grown woman, and you're living life on your own terms. What do you want young girls to take away from your journey / this episode? I know you don't like make yourself to be this like grandiose person. Like, you're very humble, but I do know a lot of young girls follow you and are inspired by your freedom, your humility. Yeah, no. It is scary. It's scary. It's scary because I know when I started this podcast, I was really worried about the responsibility that comes with having something like this, especially like when you're one of the few and one of the first to also kind of be daring enough to take that step. It's daunting almost because,
I be trying to knock it into people's head. Like, don't say you're a fan of me. Don't say you love me. Say you love the content that I put out. But you don't know me. And it's like, one day, like, I don't want to be pedestalized because I am also human. Yeah. And I make mistakes. And like, so I'm not always going to be like the most wokest person ever. Like, I try to be, like, I'm trying to be a good person. But like, people are going to mess up. And like, I got fake canceled one time. So like, but that's why I'm saying, like, don't, like, I'm not your friend, that ass. And it's like, you don't know me, so you should not pedestalize me. I don't consider myself a fan of anyone. I consider myself a fan of their work, and like, maybe I admire certain traits about them, but like, I don't know this person. So like, I can't sit here and earnestly say that I like this person. Yeah. If that makes sense. And I want people to feel the same way about me. And I feel like the way people be dogpiling on like people who have controversy, it's just like so bizarre because you're pedestalizing them when you really shouldn't be. You shouldn't pedestalize anyone, in my opinion.
Yeah. I like that takeaway for the girls.
Thank you.
You are navigating your journey on your own terms. You're building your career on your own terms. You're redefining family on your own terms. I think you truly encapsulate, when I think about the girl who listens to the podcast or the girl who's inspired by any of the work that I do here. I hope they look like you. Like, I hope they're like doing shit on their own terms and living their life. They're being brave. They're standing bold in their choices. They're being intentional. They're reading. You have to read.
Please read the books. Please.
And they're living life to the fullest because this is the only life you have, and it's yours. It belongs to you. It doesn't belong to... Exactly. And...
You're the main character.
Exactly.
But you got to make sure that you know you're the main character of your own show. Maybe you'll have a guest appearance on other people's shows. Maybe you'll have a movie that like makes you the main character.
But you care about your show.
Right. But you got to make sure your show has good ratings. And then you can start doing the like...
other shit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're into other shows. Okay, now you got a movie, like spin-off movie, whatever.
Yeah.
But so I'm like, even though I'm very like self-absorbed, you got to know how to like manage that. Like, it's going to ebb and flow based on who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, talking to, or like, just be realistic. I feel like I'm just a realist. I think that's like...
You're a real ass nigga.
RN as fuck. RN.
All right, guys, we got to wrap this up. If you like what you heard and you enjoyed this episode, make sure you follow us and make sure you subscribe. I found out that a lot of y'all are listening to us and you're not subscribing. You're not liking. You're not following.
Whoa.
It's unacceptable. We don't do that around here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you follow us on all platforms at Honor Terms Pod. Yo. And you can follow and find me, your host, at UO Tomsy. If you like what I'm about, you don't got to follow me, but just make sure you follow the podcast. And you have to make sure you follow our lovely guests. Not Amina 1, not Amina 2, but
Amina 3.
And that's it, guys. We'll see you guys
Oh my
next time.
gosh. Wait, this was so fun.
Right? I'm so
Wait,
excited.
this is so cute. I feel like we didn't even get into everything.